Hi, my name is Hudson and I'm a transgender teen. Bye, Mama. I think it was pretty obvious from the beginning. I was known for being a tomboy. I liked more boyish things, playing with cars or stuff. But I think the one thing that really stood out to me the most, made me really question myself was the constant thought of what if I was born a guy? And, finally realizing that there's a term out there, transgender, I finally found something that sort of aligns. With what I'm thinking. It was very comforting knowing that I can finally be able to label myself something, but declaring that newfound identity will always be hard. It'll always be hard for me. And I knew that this path would lead to a more, harder journey, but, I always knew that new path would be the right choice, so I don't regret it. Being openly transgender will honestly always be hard because, just coming out, you sort of have this idea that everything will sort of just fall into place, but, in reality, there will always be that fear of judgment. Not everyone will agree with your views, not everyone will, respect how you identify. And that can always be scary, especially when you're in high school where you're surrounded by everyone and you want to be well liked. Everyone wants to be well liked. For example, people make new friends each year. For me, I have this friend, let's call her Sally. So Sally and I hit it off. We were pretty good friends, I could tell. We would call every week. She didn't even go to my school, meaning that she doesn't have any information about who I am before getting into high school. And I never really told her. I didn't say anything. And it was weird for me too. It's a huge part of who I am. And I feel like sort of betrayed myself, not really telling her that. But, it stems from that fear of judgment. And, well, I told her. Because if I'm gonna be committed in this friendship, might as well tell her, right? And I grew so much closer because of that. Being vulnerable, I didn't really know about her either. I don't know her views, I don't know her thoughts on what it's like to be trans. It was definitely a leap of faith. I had to kind of just trust my gut, and I got lucky enough for her to be accepting of it. But being openly trans, there's also this freedom that comes with it. Being finally able to just live the life that I want to. Being able to be called a guy, or use he, him pronouns, or people grouping me into a group of boys. It's comforting, I'm finally able to, embrace my true self. But yeah, I would say it's definitely worth it. Well, living as a trans kid today, I definitely think it's a blessing to be living in California, where there's far more support towards LGBTQ rights. But it's still pretty scary. There's been anti-trans bills introduced in the US for banning trans kids from playing in sports or blocking healthcare. Kind of just boggles my mind. Just imagine your rights getting taken away. It's crazy to me. Living in 2025 where those social media platforms, everyone can share their opinions, and I can read comments. It's not always the kindest. There will always be opinions that I think are horrible, but I will people sort of just take into account. I feel like that's just the effect of social media. You can always read what other people's opinions are. So yeah, I guess being trans today means we're seen more, but also targeted more. But I feel like there's also strength that comes with it. Just living day by day as a trans person, going out, showing that part of yourself. And, just knowing that we go through a lot and just persevere through it it inspires me, just by knowing that I'm here and just doing my thing.